Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. The preseason is off and running. The summer series is going. The Arsenal USA Tour. City's out in Japan. And if you're really enjoying all the transfer madness and the preseason stuff, go ahead and smash up the likes on the video. Subscribe to the channel and get that little bell on. Kylian Mbappe.
Billion, $1
$700
billion.
contract of $775 million.
I thought it was 775 million pounds.
That's without
That's
all
without the transfer fee. That's just without the transfer.
That's just
So
his transfer fee.
is the rest of the billion. I love how PSG's like, yes, we'll accept the $300 million, and then Mbappe's like, so you can accept their money. I'm not going.
Right.
Or is he? Or is he not? Or is he?
Well, see, the same argument I have for him not going would be like, this is why we don't have really a chance at he's going to Madrid. Like, if he screws over Madrid now, I don't.
But he's not screwed over Madrid now.
He's not going to. If he takes this money,
he's going to go to Madrid next year.
Go get your 770 mils.
That's what I'm saying. I'd take it. I would take this deal in a heartbeat.
1 year.
Yep.
And then go to Madrid on a free.
And you get to leave for free, right? And name your terms whenever you're talking to Madrid. That's a sweet deal. That's a sweet deal, dude.
Here's my issue with it. First off, I don't blame him if he takes it. I don't blame him one bit if he takes it. But my issue with it is you're like one of two world-class, absolute, anybody wants to sit down and watch you, and you're going to go to a league that no one can watch you.
Yeah.
I mean,
but they've signed a lot of TV deals recently, though. That's like the next phase of the Saudis' plan is lots of TV deals.
I'm telling you, man, it just makes complete sense for him to do this. Like, no matter what anyone else has to offer, they're going to offer him 5, 6, 7-year contract deals if he comes to somewhere like Chelsea. He gets to go make he gets to go make $2.2 million a day for 1 year of his life. And then he gets to go to his dream club for free because they don't care. I would take this deal so fast. Like, this is what can set you up. Like, you don't have to worry about your contracts after this one. You don't have to worry about your contract, your wages. You don't have to worry about your negotiations.
He's already in that territory.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's just the craziest thing.
But, I mean, yeah, he's not going to be playing in Europe, and it's not like they're going to win anything big. But, push comes to shove, neither did PSG when they had a stacked team. So it's like, what does he have to lose other than the money?
Yeah. True.
He already spent 4 years on a stacked, star-studded team in a great city and didn't do anything with his career at the club level. Other than, win the French league.
I mean, win the Farmers League, but yeah. I'm with you.
Well, I mean, and I'm looking, they're trying to land a global TV deal before the 2023 season, and they actually hired IMG, who is in charge of the Premier League's TV deal. Yeah. So I'm sure we'll get something from it.
They'll be on ESPN 8, the Ocho. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Watch ESPN or something and nobody. Or Gold TV. Have y'all seen Gold TV? That's been a long time ago.
Gold TV's back? Yeah, they're gonna be
I thought I saw it one day.
Right after the chest slapping competition. Right after the snake wranglers. They're gonna be
snake wranglers. But no, I wouldn't blame him one bit for taking it. One, it gets him out of what he considers a toxic relationship, and gets him the money that he won't get from Real. I mean, let's be honest. Real's not going to give him this much money.
No one's giving him that kind of money. Nobody.
I know.
Not a week.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. PSG's happy. He's happy. I don't see why he doesn't take it.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing that I did read is that the French government is wanting to keep him in France because of Paris 2024, and that's why they've been PSG's trying to re-sign him as part of a deal with the French government because of Paris 2024. They don't want to lose their icon to the Saudis
right before
the year that they're supposed to be hosting the Olympics. So
Olympics or the Euros?
No, that's the Olympics.
The Euros are in
Paris 2024.
Yeah. Well, he won't be playing in the Olympics anyway.
He can't play in the Olympics. He's too old.
Too old.
He's 24.
He's not too old.
Yeah, he could play.
He could play. He won't, but he could.
He probably won't. But
he probably won't.
I mean, Neymar played for Brazil and they won it. Yeah, Neymar played.
Yeah, well, that's different.
I think you get 3 that are over 21.
That's right. They have that.
Yeah,
get
but
X amount over and the rest of the team. That's right.
Neymar needed an Audi Cup. That's what it was. That's what the Olympics was. Neymar needed an Audi Cup, like Harry Kane's got, Or
after that thrashing they took to Germany, yeah.
Which that's a great segue too.
That
Harry Kane sounds like it's might possible that he's going to Bayern now.
I thought they turned down the last offer.
Well, it sounds like he might push for a move to Bayern.
I see. Yo, if I was Harry Kane, I would just buy myself out of this contract. Like, if you want to leave that bad, you got millions of dollars. You have the bankroll. Buy yourself out of the contract.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I would love to see him leave the Premier League and
Can you imagine how bad?
Although is right. I did see a post saying his wife was shopping for houses. They have like listed a realtor for houses and mansions in Bayern, and like it's like a done.
If he leaves, I'm gonna be so happy. And did you see James Madison?
So will Alan Shearer.
Yeah, you see James Madison on socials talking about I wouldn't come here if I didn't think we could win a cup. Okay, James.
Bro, you had all the chances to do it at Leicester, and you made them get relegated. I mean, come on.
So Spursy, you just love it. You just love it. Spursy, that is. It's fantastic.
My thing is like they have to. If I was Tottenham, I would sell him to Bayern to get him out of England, because if he stays, if they make him play this season,
he's going to go to season next year.
Next season, he will come back on a team and run a tear.
Pull a Sol Campbell. He's pulling a Sol Campbell.
Oh, no, I don't think he would do that.
No, he would never do that.
I could see him going to United.
Shocked.
He'd go to like United or Liverpool.
I could even see Chelsea, but Arsenal, no way. No way. But let me ask you this. Is the madness over Kane or the madness over Mbappe or the madness over Messi craziest? Because MLS,
Mbappe is
I think it's Messi.
I think it's Mbappe. Bro, last time Mbappe, it's Mbappe. The saga of Kylian Mbappe. He's had a fleet of fighter jets offered for my man's signature.
Messi's making a lot of noise in the biggest market there is.
Yeah.
It's just so hyped, man. I have no respect for Lionel Messi now. Like, it's the
same. I'm not that, but I agree that it's overhyped, and I think
James Ward-Prowse hit 20 of those in the Premier League. Not one of them made goal of the month. Yet Messi does it from 18 yards out.
And and
it's the goal of the season.
It's like this though. Okay, I understand what you're saying. But it's sort of like when Michael Jordan hits a shot from the foul line as time expires. I mean, he's made that shot 100 times. He's still hitting it in a pressure situation. And that's what makes it...
Come no, it's not. No, it's not. It's an MLS Miami game.
The Leagues Cup.
Huh?
Do you know what the Leagues Cup is?
The Leagues Cup is when they're playing all the Liga MX teams.
Yeah,
it's a money grab.
Exactly. It's another Audi Cup that they've invented for money, money purposes.
Yeah, because they know that if they play Mexico, I actually read something about this. They know that if they play Mexico teams, they will sell out every single stadium because of Mexican fans that want to see the Liga MX teams in person.
It's brilliant.
I got into a thing with somebody on Instagram for like 3 messages, and then I decided that I was not going to engage any longer about all of these celebrities that showed up to because I made a comment on Instagram that it was kind of upsetting to see them overlap Messi's debut with the U.S. women's national team playing in the World Cup. I thought that was yet another botched attempt to do things correctly from the MLS. Clearly stating that the MLS doesn't give a crap about the women's game.
Well, aside funny thing is that the MLS actually posted something on the women's game. They was like I think it was on their either Instagram or Twitter feed, or it's like, hey, we support the women while playing Messi's game.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But all these celebrities showed up to the game, right? And I made the comment that, no one watches the League's Cup anyway, because no one knows what the League's Cup is.
It just became a thing this year.
Somebody goes, oh, well, it's clear that people watch it. LeBron was there, and LeBron's a football fan. He owns part of Liverpool. I was like, oh, great.
He's not a football fan then. I had to throw my Liverpool dart out there.
But my question to that guy that he never answered, and to you guys now is Serena Williams and LeBron James and these people who are showing up at Messi's games, are they supporting Messi? Or are they supporting MLS and the game? Or are they supporting celebrity hype?
That's rhetorical, isn't it?
It is rhetorical. They're supporting this echelon of celebrity. It does not matter the sport. It does not matter the sport on which it is.
Right.
That's my issue with it. It's not soccer. It's not football. It's not Miami. It's not David Beckham's team. It's not the game as we want to progress it in America. They are supporting an icon because now he's come to America. And now he's going to play the American celebrity game, which is you will be involved with these icons. That's it. That's it. That's who now his echelon, his friend circle went from the world to being everyone who's famous in Hollywood or has a name for themselves or big rich owners who have clout. Not only do they have money, but they have this celebrity stardom to them. It takes both. Since Messi has both, they're going to engulf him in it. That's why Kim Kardashian showed up there. She wasn't even watching the game. She didn't even know he had scored the game-winning free kick. She's on her phone. Like go look at all the video. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she's not there to support the game. She's not interested in what's going on in the field. She's only there because Messi's there. And because Messi's getting his name thrown out there, she's going to attach herself to it. Serena Williams, same thing. Everyone was on their phones except for David Beckham because he cared about the game. Everyone there was.
I have a perspective on that. I'm going to disagree with the Beckham one because I've seen that one a bunch. I agree, but I disagree. Because a lot of ones are like, David Beckham is watching the game and he's not on the phone. David Beckham owns the team. Someone's recording it for him. He doesn't need anyone to do that. So that's a false narrative to like elevate David Beckham to something.
I'm not.
Like,
I'm saying he's above that. He's above that thought process.
He's not. That's narrative. That's false. That's
he's not going to turn around and take a selfie on the field because he's been there.
What I'm talking about.
He acts like he's been there.
But that's still not the point. That's not the point I'm making, though. The point I'm making is that we're trying to nitpick a thing to try to find a purity in the game when the game is not pure at all. Because, for example, Kim Kardashian was there. She was interviewed, and the reason she was there, and you saw it, is because of her kid. Her kid literally had her in Paris, because if people are paying attention, she took him to every single friendly where there was a popular person because her kid liked soccer. Her kid plays soccer. And so her kid wanted to go to all the places. So he had an Mbappe jersey because she was in Paris and he was there with an Mbappe jersey on. Then he went to Madrid.
He went to Arsenal too.
He went to because her son likes soccer. So yeah, she might not be paying attention, but she's a soccer mom. She's just taking him to wherever. She don't have to understand the game. But the son, if you paid attention, the son was paying attention the whole time. Yeah. And that's the point. And so if we're looking at it, while we might not necessarily like it, MLS is doing what we asked them to do. We wanted people to get interested in soccer. And we don't care about the adults being interested. We care about the kids being interested. Because if the kids are interested, they're the ones who grow the game. Adults don't grow the game. Adults show up and then they eventually pay attention. And so David Beckham sitting there and not paying attention, David Beckham doesn't even need to have a phone on him. David Beckham read from a phone on Messi's opening introduction. So in all that, he didn't have a teleprompter. He had to have his phone in front of him, because I nitpick details like that. He had a phone with him, but the owner just came and talked, which means that there's something to it. And so that's the image that was meant to be portrayed. It's David Beckham, it's Victoria Beckham. This man has been in the public eye forever. He curated that. He knew exactly what he was doing, and that's why ESPN and every outlet can say, well, look at David Beckham looking at the game. They even showed when Phil Knight of Nike was sitting next to LeBron James's kids. And Phil Knight was sitting there, and LeBron James's kid had phones of his dad hitting the shot. Why? Because it's their dad and they want a video. They've been there before. They've seen him do stuff, but it's a different thing because it's curated. Phil Knight's watching it because, he's the old guy who does it. It harkens back to when phones became a thing, and they showed the old lady watching the people in the parade, and she's watching the parade while people are taking videos. The lady's 90,000 years old. Of course, that's what she's done. We're going with behavior. And so if you can do anything to curate the separation of the continued culture wars, you're going to do that. But what was most important was they had Messi there and they had kids there. Because that's what, if you paid attention, it was about looking at all those kids. And that's what we want. MLS played it to a T. Because if you're going to say, okay, women's soccer, because women's soccer has girls all into it. You ask a girl who's it, they love it. It's easy to love women's soccer. It's easy to love the women's game. And while it was contrary to play that game then, MLS played it right because they said, well, it's a group stage. They're going to get out of that anyway. So we don't care if they play that game. What we care about, if this was a quarterfinal game, they did that, we got an issue. But it's a group stage. It's not going to matter. They're going to wash him. So it's not worth watching. But I'm going to watch Messi because I don't know when that's going to happen again. And so they played it right. And so I look at it, and I agree with you, X, that it does matter that you pay attention and that you're in the game. And so I give David Beckham that. But it was completely curated. He played that to a T. And he's brilliant. He's clearly a brilliant businessman because the story about him saying, hey, I'm going to get ownership, and that he got that team for pennies based on an agreement he made 10 years ago. And then he gets to be the face making, he's 100 times his investment in that. He didn't have to do anything. He literally just shows up and he exists. He has money for his next 20,000 kids, right? And it's fine. And so I look at it, and MLS in the Leagues Cup literally owes David Beckham and Messi $1 billion because now we're paying attention. I just talked to a buddy in Charlotte, and I said to him, hey, man, because he has season tickets, and he has tickets to the last game. And I said, well, how much are your tickets going for now? He's like, I have 2, and I'm selling them, but I'm a little concerned that, once we get to the end, maybe people won't go. Well, here's my thing. If they did what they did for the Leagues Cup, you think with them signing all those other people and allowing that DP rule to be bent the way it's being bent, that Messi's not going to be there? You know what kind of TV that is, what kind of watching you're going to get if the last game of the season in Charlotte, Messi scores or assists something to get them into the playoffs and make that 7 seed. Come on, man. We just saw the NBA do it. We literally just saw this. And the thing about it is, it's okay because sports is entertainment now.
Yeah, that's the point at the end of the day.
Well, I was going to say it's sort of like going to a Lakers game, right? People go to Lakers games to be seen. People are going to go to Messi games to see Messi, but to be seeing Messi. That's just how it is. That's what sports have become.
It's disgusting.
Well,
I agree.
I think that is
door really is a popularity contest.
Right. I think, and that's the problem with it is I see the game at such a level, and I want the right path for it, and I like the people like Arsene Wenger who have a vision for what FIFA should be and what the world can be with the game, and just players and icons that we've had in our histories and stuff. It's just disgusting where we're at with this, and you're right. It's a popularity thing, and that's not where the game should have ever gone. Because do I think Messi is the greatest player as it sits right now? No, because he's beyond his prime. Do I think he's one of the greatest players to ever play the game? Absolutely. It's undisputable. You can't argue that. but he's not the greatest player to be playing the game at the current sitting. He's not the most iconic. If anything, if Kylian Mbappe strokes pen to paper tonight, it does not matter what Ronaldo or Messi have ever done in their career. It does not matter. What's your OTD? What's your YTD? What's your year to date? Kylian Mbappe say, I'm the richest player to ever play this game. I don't need the trophies. He's got the dollars in the bank. Like you're saying, David Beckham, 26 generations later, Mbappe can make $1 billion over the course of next year. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the iconicness of it that's getting out of hand, and that's what's going to ruin. And it is. It's a cancer in the game. I don't think the MLS deserves any of this credit because it's a trash league. Messi coming here, it's just like Ronaldo going to the Saudi league, opening the door for all the other players. It's just money now. And that's the worst part of it.
See, I disagree. That's what the MLS is about. Yes, that's what Inter Miami is.
It is now.
No, not completely. Inter Miami's about it, yes. But every other club in the MLS has been more focused on developmental players to sell them overseas.
And what did the Miami Heat do to the NBA? They revolutionized it by creating a super, like, this will be modeled. But this is the model now. This is
that money. They don't have that money.
They will. Because they'll
Charlotte's
have people.
Not going to go sign like Kareem Benzema or going to sign.
MLS isn't doing what Saudi's doing. The Saudi government is pumping, billions on billions on billions.
How much did that send? 15? Was it 15?
17.
So they already put up 20 billion. They already put up 20 billion, and in the next years they're going to put up another 17 billion. Because they're bringing in the next. Remember that thing Patrick shared, that long
article.
That long article,
from the Athletic.
A bunch of pictures into the chat.
Well,
near the bottom of it, it was talking about the next phase. See, they've already got the 6 clubs that are buying everybody right now. They've already given them money, and so the next installment of money is going to the next teams in line. And so the Saudi government is subsidizing the entire league. The U.S. government is not going to do that to the MLS.
But I will say.
Go ahead.
I was going to say one positive to Messi. I read about it this weekend. Don Garber came out, and he said that he is going to encourage all MLS teams to go away from turf fields. Because Messi's not going to play on turf fields.
Did you see the article about Charlotte?
No, I didn't see it. What about Charlotte?
So, the MLS commissioner said, "Hey, I support Messi wanting to play on a grass field." And again, my same friend who's a Charlotte season ticket holder, this is his second year. He said that Charlotte is refusing to do it, and so if that's the case,
play.
And then they said, if that's the case, Messi will sit out. And so the fans are furious because what they actually do, and they did this last year, which I didn't know, but it's on the record, is last year they did this to the team where I think the Panthers it was a college team. A college team came in there and played, and they put a grass field down for them and then took that field up and put a turf back down for the soccer team.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I was told.
It was it was one of the kickoff classics for college football.
They put the grass down because they got to play on grass, and college football is played on turf all the time. So why wouldn't you just let them play on turf? Because you want the soccer players to play on
national TV.
Yeah, but it's the money. It's the money thing that's there, and it's funny because I thought of this today, and I'm sure you all have thought of this as well, or maybe not in the same way, but thought of it. The Saudis putting all the money out there, and all these other teams or entities putting money into the football space now, right? And they're putting it, and rich people don't put money in things unless they know they're getting it back. So that means that the soccer fans, as much as they love the distraction of he's going to make that much money and he's going to make $1 billion, and people are ignoring, yes, if he does make the $1 billion, you're paying it. They're not paying it. You are. You're going to pay for it in TV. You're going to pay for it in jerseys. You're going to pay for it in gate prices.
Ticket sales,
across the thing, across the board.
Beer, $14.
And it's so okay. Go ahead.
I was going to say a good example of that is Christian Pulisic was signed by AC Milan. They sold 256. Their sales and jerseys went up 256% just with his signing.
America.
Yeah,
because it's America that's buying and AC Milan jerseys that have Pulisic on the back of them.
Yeah,
That's what's going to happen. And Lewis, you really do need to read that article if you haven't yet. But one of the things that the Saudis are wanting to do is they're getting these clubs started, so to speak. They're not started, but they're getting them on equal footing. And then they want private investment to come in. So the Saudi government's going to get all that money back that they put into it. Because
they don't do anything.
Al Nassr is now worth $3 billion.
The government's not going to lose money.
Yeah, it's coming back. Especially when them TV deals go through, and especially when they figure out a way to play in Europe.
Yeah.
Oh, they will, because here's what's going to happen. And we know this is all going to happen. Because if they created the Confederations Cup out the blue, right? Not the Confederations Cup, the what is the cup thing?
The Nations League crap.
The Nations League. You think they're not going to create something like that? They're going to create that. They're going to create a new kit. And just like you saw firsthand, and I said it, man, they released those ugly Arsenal kits, and I said they're going to play in them. And then he did, and they're awful. And when you see them up close, they're more awful. I wish I could say awfuler, but I know it's more awful. But either way, it was worse because it was literally dots on it. Like not even holes, it was dots. It wasn't even for breathing, it was for decoration. And you know what? People bought them all. They bought all of them.
Yeah, what, $119 a kit?
And bought all of them.
They were gone?
All of them.
The DC United store, like at the field, sold out.
All of them.
Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
And so they know they're going to get every one of those dollars back. Every one.